Hi, so we just got done talking about triggers, all things trigger related. And Jerome, I have a question for you. What happens if we see that our client is triggered in a session? How do we manage that space as a coach?
So it may seem like this is a space you don't want to touch into as a coach, just on the surface level. But really, when this comes up, when there's a space where you notice your client is being triggered by a particular scenario, that's usually an opportunity for you to maybe ask that client in that space, kind of, I see this shift in your demeanor. Can you please explain to me a bit more as to what happened there? What made you move in that direction? Um, there's kind of just a moment of clarity for you and your client to kind of dig deeper and figure out what it is behind that actually is setting them off to be triggered. uh, there are spaces though where you probably want to just not really push the buttons any further than they actually happen, because when your client is ready they will go, and when they are ready it is on them to go ahead and take that step to move forward. You shouldn't be making the session about you. This isn't a fitness contest for you as a coach to develop your skills. This should be you being in lane with your client and helping them discover and helping you understand so that you can help them uncover for themselves. Um, so with that being said, when you are triggering a client, uh, don't be necessarily too afraid of that space. But again, also be aware that's just part of being a coach. Be aware of whether or not this is a space that we want to continue going, because again, your client will be ready to proceed when they are ready to proceed.
I think the big key there is don't push your client if they're not, if they're not willing, ready, or capable of going there. And if they're in a space where they're really, really triggered, it may not be the best time.
Mhm.
So allow them the space and give them the grace of not going there if they're not ready, but also don't be afraid to ask a question about it and show that you notice. It's okay to make the observation, but you don't dig if they're not ready for you to dig.